It has been an unreal month for indie games. It's kind of surreal to watch major game companies undergo massive layoffs and close down studios left and right, while small studios and publishers are serving up new, innovative, beautiful, and entrancing titles on an almost daily basis. Rather than overwhelming you by trying to describe everything I'm loving right now, I want to focus on one standout, Cryptmaster. The creepy, cozy puzzle RPG that needs you to talk back.
Hello. Can you hear me?
The first thing you'll notice about Cryptmaster is the art direction. It's high contrast, and each texture looks like it was hand-drawn in chalk. It lends the environments a kind of grimdark vibe that activated the goth center of my brain. I expected the creepy and sinister overtones to persist throughout the gameplay and the story, but okay, certainly, spooky, scary skeletons are a primary theme of the work. We play as a party of 4 undead adventurers, raised and under the control of a skeletal creature we know only as the Necromancer. Major grimdark vibes? Check. But very quickly, Cryptmaster's morbid facade cracks to reveal something much more playful.
Have you ever been a member of or affiliated with any groups engaged with anti-rat activities?
It shifts things from that classic horror game vibe into creepy, cozy territory.
Good luck, I love you.
And in fact, the game would fall apart if it refused to give room for any kind of cozy silliness.
Dingus, I know you are, but what am I?
As an undead creature, or rather 4 undead creatures, all you can do is grunt out one word at a time. And it's so much fun. For a game that only has one verb, one way of interacting with the world, getting to type whatever I wanted gave me this intoxicating sense of freedom.
Shoo? Are you just naming objects now?
Yes.
Freedom that I found myself exercising early and often. What makes this mechanic work is that even when you're just saying words into the dark, the Necromancer responds to you more often than he doesn't. One of the 2 primary devs on this project, Lee Williams, voiced over 4,000 unique words himself. This isn't text-to-speech, it's not AI, it's homegrown, farm-to-table voice acting. A human said every single one of these words. And to be fair, the Necromancer responds to most words with confusion. But if you try to describe your environment, he knows what you're getting at.
There are lots of cages down here. Lots of things they didn't want to get out.
And uses the opportunity to give you little tidbits of world building. Also, being a little stinker provides some additional fun scripted responses that I'll let you freaks discover for yourselves. As we ascend through the many different biomes above us to finally arrive at the city above, we'll use this mechanic in a myriad of ways to explore some fresh new takes on RPG tropes. Want to loot a chest? Not so fast. The Necromancer needs you to guess what's even in there. You use your 5 senses to look, touch, taste, etc. the object in a kind of 20 questions style guessing game. Get it right, and you don't get the object, you get something far more valuable. The letters. Your 4 adventurers don't receive XP to level up. Instead, use the letters you collect to fill out the next skill they'll unlock in battle. If you can guess the word before you fill it out entirely, you can unlock it early. I really like how this gave me a say in how quickly my party leveled up. I'm not just waiting for an XP bar to fill up and then ding, there's a level. No, a little word game ingenuity means I get to advance faster. And each one of those skills is a unique attack in battle. Type out boot in an encounter to kick your enemy down, delaying their next attack. Meanwhile, crab summons a bunch of crabs on their head. Or salmon if you have a shellfish allergy. Also, check out Maz's voice.
Serenade.
What a weirdo, I love him. Another way to get letters is to solve riddles from these skulls you find. I did not find 2 skulls that said the same thing or even used the same voice. And half the reason I ended up approaching skulls was just to see how goofy they sounded.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes! But solving the riddles is pretty fun too. The devs have explored every nook and cranny of possibility with this mechanic. Their IGF award for excellence in design is well earned, and each new application of this single mechanic is infused with delight and joy. It contrasts satisfyingly with the dark skeleton-forward art direction. From finding passwords to give to this, guy? Is he a guy?
I am the High Stone.
To helping this jilted king finish his diss track with some cool rhymes. To seducing this handsome, fellow. You're constantly doing something new just by typing out a word. And while I'm showing off some of the characters you can meet, I need to take a minute to gush about the character design. Each person you meet has a unique and striking look to them. I love them all so much. This lady especially, she is so me. Oh, except for the mouth-stitched closed part. I can't shut my yap. You'll never take me alive! The voiceover work is so skillful. The sound design in general is pretty stellar. Tracks between areas are wildly different from each other. And each one's kind of a bop. The sound design is great too. It's so visceral. Ultimately, the diversity in gameplay and the freedom of typing whatever, whenever makes this game ideal to play with someone else. Either in a stream or with some friends. I could really get into a Twitch Plays Cryptmaster. The riddles and guessing games, though, gave me this kind of nostalgic edutainment vibe in the best possible way. I was fondly remembering reading my big book of riddles when I was a kid. So I think this would be so fun to play with a little one.
I've never been higher than this in all my remembered existence.
He's talking about going up a ladder, okay?
I will pound you relentlessly until you're shaped to my liking.
So it's 99.9% family friendly. That's about as bad as it gets, I promise. My biggest gripe is an accessibility one. Too long a play session staring at these high contrast environments did start to give me a bit of a headache. I turned on this feature that lets you add a little color, and you get to pick the color too, which is a really nice touch. But that only helped me a little bit. Maybe they'll patch in a lower contrast option for my sensitive little eyes. Or not. I mean, headache be damned. This is so beautiful. Alrighty, I've said my piece on Cryptmaster. I hope this video was helpful. I don't normally make short videos about single games like this, but let me know what you think about it. Do you prefer getting one indie game showcased to you at a time, or do you like them batched together on a theme, like my 5 investigation games that make you feel like a genius video? Full disclosure, I did get an early copy of Cryptmaster from their team, but I have no problem shouting this game's praises from the rooftops. There's just nothing quite like this one out there right now. I think this riddle PG could inspire a whole new genre of puzzle games where letters finally get to leave the confines of Scrabble tiles and act more like, well, letters? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, any or all of the lovely things you can do really do help a whole bunch. And there's plenty more videos where this one came from, so check them out. They're right there.
Yeah!